You do not want to miss this. Ice Cube has always been the kind of guy who says it like it is, and he's never been afraid to voice his opinion. Even if it goes to cause controversy, in an interview with Tucker Carlson, the rapper revealed being blacklisted from The View and Oprah. But why? For refusing to stick to their narrative and daring to think for himself, and today we're covering it all, so stick around because you won't believe what Oprah did to him. As always, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos just like this.
So why would you be doing this of all interviews? I mean, you could do an interview with anyone. You're doing an interview with me. Obviously, you're going to take abuse for doing that. Like, why would you do that?
Because I think it's silly not to talk to people. I think whether we agree or not,
right? That
has nothing to do with it. You know, it's like, this is what it's all about. Let's talk about it. Let's debate. And you know, I've been shut out.
Wait, that sounds like right-wing extremism and whataboutism.
But I've been shut out. You know, some platforms will not have me on.
Why?
They don't like that I'm, you know, an independent thinker. I'm not part of the herd. I'm not part of the go along to get along gang, so to speak. So, you know, I'm an outsider. And so, you know, I'm not part of the club.
You know what's interesting? The internet has completely changed the game when it comes to media, making it possible for independent creators and companies to rise like never before. For decades, legacy media dominated the conversation, acting like the gatekeepers of information. If you didn't align with their worldview, good luck getting a platform. It's the same exclusive club mindset we see in Hollywood, and then platforms like YouTube and X made it possible to break down the walls, giving independent creators a chance to build massive audiences without begging for permission. Whether it's commentary, investigative reporting, or entertainment, people now have choices beyond the curated agenda of mainstream outlets. The rise of these independent voices proves that people want alternate perspectives, ones that don't parrot the same old lines. So here we are in an era where people like Ice Cube, who have been blacklisted from going on MSM shows, have the chance to challenge the narrative and call out their hypocrisy, because the thing those outlets hate the most is for people to think independently for themselves.
I have to go places for one that I'm welcome, and where I can voice my opinion without somebody, you know, saying I'm a bad person and that they never want to have me on their platform again.
What platforms have banned you?
I've been, you know, I tried to go on The View. They didn't have me on The View.
Why?
Well, a few of the guests just really didn't like where I was coming from. So, or a few of the hosts, I mean. So that's what I was told by the producers. You know, I don't know if the producers was just copping out and using some of the hosts to not have me come on and explain myself, but...
You'd be a good booking for them.
I've been on there before.
Yeah.
You know, it's just when I've became an independent thinker, when I've, you know, I'm not, you know, I don't follow their brand of politics, I guess.
If there is one thing you'll notice about The View, it's that they love talking about diversity and representation, but only when it fits their narrative. The moment a person who comes from a minority background thinks independently or refuses to toe the line of their identity politics, the show suddenly gets uncomfortable. We've seen it happen with Killer Mike, Billy D. Williams, and many more. Instead of celebrating true diversity, the kind that includes diversity of thought, they stick to a formula. If you don't align with their progressive viewpoints, you're treated as an outsider, or worse, as someone who's betraying their community. It's a tiring playbook, and they run it every time someone challenges their echo chamber. Now I'm just guessing, but the reason they might not have Ice Cube on their show anymore might be tied to what he did in the 2020 elections. At the time, the rapper represented both Trump and Biden with his Contract with Black America plan aimed at addressing inequalities that Black Americans face, according to him. He then went on an interview with Cuomo on CNN and explained that Biden's campaign told him, quote, "We love what you have, but let's really dig into that after the election." Meanwhile, Trump's campaign said, "We love what you have. Do you mind talking to us about it?" and eventually ended up including some of its initiatives in the Platinum Plan. So it's totally understandable why The View might not have him on, because I doubt that Sonny would be willing to give him even 5 seconds to express his real thoughts.
But if you can't think for yourself, then you're not really free, are you?
No, you're not. You're not. But I've been excluded I've been excluded on Oprah, you know.
On Oprah?
On Oprah, yeah, I've been excluded. Yeah, man.
I would think you'd be the person Oprah would want to promote. I mean, you grew up in South Central, you were successful at a young age, you have dignity, you say what you think. Like, I thought that was the goal.
Me too. You know, I don't know what it is, but, you know, several of my, you know, I had a movie called Barbershop, you know.
Yeah, I remember.
That I wasn't invited to participate with the cast. I produced a show called Black White, and it was a very controversial show. And once again, they had the whole cast on, but I wasn't invited. And so I don't know.
On Oprah's show.
Yeah, so I don't know what that's.
This is not even the first time Ice Cube revealed this piece of information. Previously, he was quoted telling FHM for Barbershop she had Cedric the Entertainer and Yvonne, but I wasn't invited, adding, quote, she's had damn R words, child M words, and lying authors on her show. And if I'm not a rags to riches story for her, who is? Oprah used to make excuses for not having hip-hop artists on her show because of its messaging, but that didn't stop her from doing an interview with 50 Cent. Truth is, she's one of Hollywood's ultimate gatekeepers. The recent interviews with Monique and Cat Williams proved it, and it shows that if you want to get anywhere in the entertainment industry, especially in the more elite circles, having Oprah's blessing can make or break your career. Drop a like if you think that's true. This dynamic reveals something important about the entertainment industry as a whole. It's not just about talent, it's about connections and approval from big power players.
But Oprah's obviously a saintly, godlike figure who's revered by all decent people. Why would she exclude you?
I really don't know. You know, that's something that I would love to find out. But I can't tell you, you know, if there's a single thing that I've done or said to her.
Have you noticed that it is more controversial to criticize Oprah than to burn the American flag?
Really?
Seems that way. I've never heard anybody criticize Oprah. Do you think it's political or do you think it's deeper than that? I mean, you're not like a right winger.
No.
No?
No.
You don't even seem that political.
No, I'm not really. I'm pretty much, you know, just want to do right by the people, you know. So if that comes through political means, that comes through the private sector, wherever it comes, you know, I'm down to work with whoever's down to do something right for the people.
In a world where most celebrities endorse Kamala to stay on Hollywood's good side, Ice Cube has consistently shown that he's willing to speak his mind, no matter how uncomfortable it might make people. Whether you agree with him or not, you have to respect his willingness to challenge the narrative instead of blindly following the herd. That's how independent thinkers challenge the status quo, and it's the exact reason why we need more of that right now. However, I'd love to know your thoughts here, so let's get the conversation rolling in the comments down below. By the way, if you want your friends to be as informed as you, please share the video with them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.